I wrote a column.
I've read some of the tweets, and the tweets were just as bad. I mean, you say a lot of things that are just like racist, right? But then if I call you a racist, then you defend it by saying like I didn't read enough, right? So what I was going to say before.
So give me okay, fine. So give me my racist tweets in context.
Okay, well.
Yeah, you came prepared. So right, go do it.
So you said that Arabs like to bomb crap and live in open sewage. This is not a typical day. Well, you before that said Israelis like to build.
Did you okay, now the follow-ups, because you said the follow-ups didn't make it any better.
Hello everyone, it is CommonSense Right. In this video, we're going to see Ben Shapiro debating against a student that called him a racist, and this student's not going to actually provide any real substance of evidence, and he's actually going to walk back on his claim. But before the video begins, we do post every single day. If you like content like this, where we break down debates, give political commentary on events going on in the world, then consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel for more content just like this. Let's get into it.
Yes, because if someone calls me a racist without evidence, they are definitionally a dumbass.
I've been watching you for years now, and I read your book on the arguments to fight against people like me, and I feel bad because like for the most part, the people who have been arguing against you aren't nearly as elegant or eloquent as they should be.
Ironically, the student says that the people who have debated him and talked to him aren't as elegant as they should be, and then he's gonna drop a huge bombshell and provide zero evidence of how Mr. Ben Shapiro is a racist. So he's not quite as elegant and as clever as he thinks he is either.
I would just like to ask, so one of your points you very strongly make is that it's unfair for people like me to label you as like a racist or a bigot just as like a smear tactic. But have you ever acknowledged that like maybe it's not a smear tactic, but it's based on things you've said? So like for example, like on the Israel-Palestine conflict, you called the Arabs. Yeah, you already know what I'm going to say. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to presume. Yeah, so like you say.
I've written several full columns about it.
Yeah,
I've talked about how people don't read the follow-up tweets. I wrote a column.
I've read some of the tweets, and the tweets were just as bad. I mean, you say a lot of things that are just like racist, right? But then if I call you a racist, then you defend it by saying like I didn't read enough, right? So what I was going to say before.
So give me okay, fine. So give me my racist tweets in context.
Okay, well.
Yeah, you came prepared. So right, go do it.
So you said that Arabs like to bomb crap and live in open sewage. This is not a typical day. Well, you before that said Israelis like to build.
Did you okay, now the follow-ups, because you said the follow-ups didn't make it any better.
Well, this is separate things that you said.
No,
I
want the follow-ups to that one though.
Follow-ups to that specific.
Would you like me to get them? I'll get them.
If you have them, sure. But in the meantime, do you mind if while you do that?
What was that?
Do you mind if I continue while you do that?
Well, I'd like to take them one by one. So
sure.
Okay. Why don't we do this? Why don't we delay that one until the end while I look this up from the podium in front of 600 people?
You've also said. Okay. I'll wait. So on that particular issue, you've also said that the Arab-Palestine populace is by and large constitutes the most evil population on the face of the planet. Before you said that you've never brought up religion when it comes to abortion, but I don't think that you've avoided religion when it comes to the Israeli conflict, and I don't know that you can be completely unbiased in the issue, given that
Well, I can be unbiased on the subject that the Palestinians have elected 3 terrorist governments to form a unity government with the stated goal of the destruction of the state of Israel and the murder of all Jews in the area. So that I can be relatively unbiased on. As far as the idea that the Palestinian population. As far as the idea that the Palestinian population is more evil than other populations, they certainly hold more evil views than other populations by poll statistics, by how many Palestinians approve of terror attacks, by how many Palestinians voted for an actual terror group, Hamas, and another actual terror group, Palestinian Authority, and another actual terror group, the Islamic Jihad. Okay, so I don't think that all views are equal, and I don't think that people who hold evil views are necessarily good. I mean, I'm sorry if the polls don't support the idea that everyone is equally wonderful, but everyone is not equally wonderful. Okay, I'm looking up these statements now, so if you'd like to give me a second.
But you've continued, you deny secular Zionism, and you...
Quote, okay, so here, I've got them in front of me. Okay, so I'll finish that one, then we can move. Okay, ready? There are many, many Christian and Muslim Arabs who are wonderful people, just not the ones who oppose Israel in the Israel-Arab conflict. That would be the response within the same Twitter thread. Okay, in the post Israelis versus Arabs, I wrote about Arabs who take part in the Israeli-Arab conflict, as anyone who can read knows. #dumbasses. Okay, quote, I think it has much more to do with the fact that the Palestinian leadership supported by the Palestinian population uses millions for terror. I should have been more specific. Arabs who actively seek Israel's destruction. Those would be the follow-up tweets. Does
Yeah,
that
so-
sound like genocidal
so
mania to you, or does
you're-
it sound like I'm specifically labeling a group of people who have called for Israel's destruction?
I like to point out that you're not a racist, but they're dumbasses, and you're allowed to insult them.
Yes, because
Also,
if someone calls
what
me a
is-
racist without evidence, they are definitionally a dumbass.
What is genocide? Wait.
Guys, this is like debate 101. You don't come in and make an assertion that your opponent is a racist or something, and then you provide the evidence, which is then brought up and doesn't show the thing that you think it does, and then you just roll back the statement and say, you know what, you're not racist. This is debate 101. You definitely should never do this if you're trying to win a debate or prove a point in the political sphere like this. I mean, and it's of course good to concede points, but this was embarrassing for this student.
What is genocide? Like so you said that you want to be like Churchill, right? And after the Allies, when they moved the German-speaking Polish out of Poland.
So now you're
after
talking about a
World War II,
column I wrote when I was 19 years old that I morally abhorred and denounced myself. I think 6 years ago.
Yeah, you
and have
changed your position
repeatedly said was a bad column that I wrote when I was 19 years old.
Okay.
Okay, so next.
Then the last little bit of tactic, if he did any bit of research, is some that Ben Shapiro has denounced before. He did it 6 years ago at the time of this debate, and he was 19 years old. And we've all said things that we regret, and I'm sure there's things that today that we denounce of ourselves that we've done many years ago. So this is, again, just a failed attempt to try to get at Ben and prove a point that he's somehow racist. And obviously it fails. This is an older one, but this is still a good one. Ben Shapiro in his prime was really, really good at debate and stuff. And I don't think he's as good as it now as he used to be. But with that said, Jesus Christ is King. Repent and believe in the gospel.